And we're back, everyone.
We are back, and Guude was going to tell us more about the wonderful quality of Setlink life.
Well, it was while I was working there, Crystal and I went to. I mean, we had this thing called the Killing Game. The third shift did, not Setlink.
Yeah,
we had
who doesn't have the Killing Game? I mean, sounds.
Well, what it was is it was a JavaScript that would kill your browser. It was back before web browsers had been prepared for stupid things like you popping up a window over and over again. So you could do a JavaScript command to open a new window, like a new browser window.
Mm-hmm.
And so we made this little game, and it told you before you entered, like, hey, you're gonna play a game now. It's like Saul, but you're gonna play a game that could kill your browser.
Would you like to play a game?
Enter at your own risk, sort of thing. So, hold on, I'm trying to think really quick. How are you trying to think? Sorry, I was trying to, had to pay attention to what I was doing for just a second. So Crystal and I had gone to this concert at Northwestern High School in Rock Hill, and like a strings concert. And whenever we got there, like, I had to go down and drive and pick her up from. She went to a school called Governor School, which is like this really. You have to be really fucking smart to go there. Like, they only pick a handful of people every year out of the whole United States to go there. And so I'd gone and picked her up. It was a long ways away, and so we were just like a few minutes late for this concert. And when we went inside, this guy, his name is Richard Briggs. I still call him Dick. I can't remember that his name's Richard. I mean, they're short. Anyways, so we came in the door, and he just like lays into us like about, you don't open the door once a concert started. It's like, well, motherfucker, we're a few minutes late. We got to open the goddamn door. And like, just basically treat us like we were ignorant people. We were idiots. And he interrupted the concert way more than we did by his just his attitude and display. So I was upset that this had all happened. And so when I got home, I thought it would be funny to send him an email and link him to the Killing Game. And all of this is still available if you go to the web archives on the third shift. Like, you go to archive.org or whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can find all of our correspondence and everything between me and Mr. Briggs. But he had the police come down to Setlink. When I got to work, the police were waiting for me because he said it was a death threat. But this was only after he traded emails with me for a while, and I embarrassed him to the point that the whole school was talking about it. I didn't even go to this school where I'd graduated. I'd already graduated, so I didn't go to school at all. And I didn't go to that school ever. Either way, like, it wasn't even my school. Yeah, but it got to the point where the whole school was talking about it, and so it had embarrassed him to the point that he called the police and said that I had threatened his life. And so the reason why I bring this up is because you were talking about how how it didn't affect the workplace, but it kind of did, because the police came there because of the third shift website, and because of me and the third shift website.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was more because of you, not necessarily the third shift website per se.
Right. Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. It's like this weird fine line of how you like. What do you think about Michael Phelps? And
he swims really good.
Yeah, he swims really good, and he smokes marijuana, and all of a sudden loses his previous gold medals or whatever.
Whoa!
I don't know if he lost him. I could be like, okay, it got a lot of scrutiny.
No. He hasn't. No, they ain't touched his gold medals.
Whatever. It got a lot of scrutiny and ridiculous, things like that. Does that really matter?
Well, this year they changed the on the drug testing for the Olympics. Like basically, you could smoke pot every day and not trigger what their threshold was.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that, actually. I didn't pay that much attention. But I just find it funny. Like, it's after the Olympics. It's not an enhanced, what do they call them? An ability enhancing, substance. It's, more of a depressant than anything else. And it was this huge, like, uproar. And does it really? And should that even, what he does on his own time in the off season from the Olympics, should that matter? And I think that it's the same as for what I do in my off time from my work, as long as it's not breaking the laws or.
Okay, well, his broke the law, right?
Okay, you're right. You're right. I can understand that aspect of it. That yes, it was something that broke the law. So that does put it in a slightly different category. But I couldn't be that guy who looked at somebody's Facebook page and was like, "Yep, you obviously are doing something that's against our company. What our company wants to promote." I couldn't.
So you don't think people should do that at all? Like even when it comes to hiring, not not just
I think it's kind of discrimination. I think what happens outside of work, pending is within the confines of the law, should not affect what happens unless you are literally out there representing yourself in some major way as like the face of this company that is arguing that if the company can prove that what you did is directly affecting them in a negative way.
Well,
then
what
maybe.
if? I mean, what's to say that you won't be at some point the face of their company?
Well, then at some point, if they can prove that now this has become damaging, then sure. But if they could just say, we don't uphold that, so therefore you're out of here, I would think that was a loud noise my computer just decided to make.
It just needs water.
It just is dehydrated, is that what you're saying?
That's not what I was talking about, but that's literally really funny.
God, all these things are. I did not line up any of this shit appropriately. 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. 1, 2, 3 on that side. This is gonna drive people nuts, but I'm happy with it. 2 on that side, 3 on that side. Whatever. People can live. Oh, I did just realize opening this airlock, however. Oh, wait. Is that enough? No.
The plants that need water.
Pretty much all of them. Go on.
Because there used to be a thing where you could like till the soil, plant a plant, and as long as you didn't step on it, you could grow it. But then you'd have to till again when it came time to replant. Or is there a check that happens every so often, even without touching it?
No, I think there is a. You're talking about dry growing the crops. I remember you used to be able to dry grow the crops. God, stop! Oh my God. I have dismissed. Get this out of here. I have my Dropbox synced up to my computer, and I'm sharing folders with somebody who's updating files in it. And every time they update a file, it's making my computer's going doo 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 doo.
Doodle-doo.
So that's
go
it
to
for
Jeff's
you guys.
channel for a special doodle-doo
If
content.
you guys want to hear a special doodle doo, come right on over. I'll doodle doo all day long. There we go. Adding that last one.
We
Now
have
my
to
airlocks work.
I'm gonna have to literally sit and watch crops grow for a second.
Why are you? Oh, because I still got a hole in you. I literally think I have 3 different rooms all under airlock. I might be able to start getting some chocobos growing. Growing, yeah. They gotta grow up, don't they? Well, I guess they're already grown up, the ones I have.
Just like, I don't know, when I talk about like my daughter, I don't say, I'm gonna get my child growing.
Why not? Child doesn't
Sounds-
do growing. She needs to get to growing.
Just sounds like a plant then. It doesn't sound like, I don't know, an animal. I don't say my cats are growing. I guess sometimes you say stuff like that. Maybe that's not.
But your plants are growing. What do your plants
Right.
do differently?
They don't have a brain, I guess. Something about having a brain makes me feel like you don't say it like that. But maybe you do.
How
You do. You just did.
I did just say that, but maybe my brain is smaller.
Yes.
I don't know if that would help my argument at all, but it's possible that my brain is smaller, and therefore I'm very upset. An area that I had in here previously that was not too big is now too big.
See, that's the problem.
Why are you now too big?
You see that McDoogle has picked up GalactiCraft again?
No.
Yeah, he started
is it
working on it
Is
again.
it because of our series?
Who knows? Let's go with no. And that way we're not disappointed if it's true or not true.
Oh. I was just going to go with yes and never ask about it ever again.
Oh.
And be just as happy. Actually, I was going to be happier, and now I'm just sad.
I don't know. I mean, we're probably the people that are playing it the most between this and Crackback. Like, we probably have brought a lot of attention back to it where there wasn't any.
I would agree that is probably the case. I had another one of these goddamn things down here. Wait, now it's all of a sudden sealed. What the frick?
That was the thing that I was
now it's
saying.
unsealed. McDoogle fixed this.
See, that's
And if he fixes this, I'll know it's because of us.
right. I mean, I would imagine he's just going to fix bugs either way. But there
Again,
might be.
Guude, if he fixes this, I will know. But anyways, you said so.
I was going to ask how you feel about the police using
Criminal
that sort of
background
stuff.
checks.
Well, no. Rotten flesh.
Whoa.
How do you feel about police using bone meal and rotten flesh?
Well, I find it's a slightly different tactic, but with the problems with the police lately, maybe it's the right direction.
Um,
Go on, the police.
the police using Facebook and things like that.
I think the police can use Facebook all they want. I think many police officers use Facebook.
No, to fight crime.
So
Like,
I think that's completely fine because honestly, if you're stupid enough to put your stupid shit out there that you've done for the if you rob a store and then put up a selfie of you with the merchandise that was robbed from the store, I hope the police find it and send you to jail. Not because I think that makes really good detective work by the police, but because it's making you a fucking dumbass. And I love to watch dumbasses go down. One of my favorite shows to watch is World's Dumbest Criminals because it makes me laugh that people are really that dumb.
So, I mean, yeah, sure, I'm fine with that. I'm more thinking along the lines of whenever they see them, they use their Facebook, and when the person's not showing a crime, they're just showing like a pile of money on a bed.
Okay.
And now they suddenly start following this person around and watching their activity because they saw that. How do you feel about that?
I mean, would it be any different? What if they saw them in an alley rolling around on a pile of money? Would that be any different?
I imagine they would leave that person because they're obviously insane.
There's something mentally wrong with that person.
Yes.
I mean, I understand the argument that you're going with, but I think like I said, the counter argument is, what if you saw the exact same thing in real life? Does that not give you the right suspicion to be able to keep
But see, it
tabs on
sounds like you're
somebody or not?
saying that it's okay for the police to discriminate, but not your employer.
The employer can see something on my Facebook and then decide to watch me and make sure I'm not doing any illegal or wrong activities at work. They have the right to do that.
But you wouldn't be okay with your employer seeing, like, okay. So let's say you post.
If my employer saw me on Facebook with a pile of money on my bed and then said, "Jeff, you are now fired," that would be wrong in my opinion. The police also,
Right.
if the police saw me with a pile of money on my bed and then just arrested me because they were like, "We can't explain this money," without any just cause of, "Oh, this is the money because we can see the serial numbers in the screenshot," of the same money that we know was stolen from the bank, and you fit the description of the robber, if there was just some other reason that they decided to arrest me because they saw me with a pile of money, that would be discrimination as well.
And you wouldn't be okay with that?
No, I would not be okay with that. But if they saw the pile of money and thought the serial numbers were the same and decided to investigate further, I'd be okay with that.
Okay, so back to the other one. You said that if you showed yourself doing something illegal on Facebook, then getting arrested for it, that's totally fine. Is that totally fine with being fired? Like if you let's say you're smoking a joint on Facebook, you're okay with the police coming after you for that? Are you okay with the employer firing you for that?
Well, so you know what I find? I'm not even necessarily okay with the police coming after me for that because, oh, Jesus Christ, I went to the Nether and there's 1,000 freaking pigmen in here. Because I think there's so many crimes in general that get hit up on technicalities, or murderers you can damn near prove is a murderer, but they get let go by a stupid technicality. And I think one of those technicalities would be the fact of, can you really guarantee that because there was a picture of me on Facebook with a joint that I was smoking it or doing anything illegal, or that it in fact really was a joint? Can you prove?
Was there marijuana in it or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that they do that anyways. I don't know if that's even a thing that I'm saying. Like, I know employers look at Facebook. I know that police sometimes look at Facebook, but they don't. And I think they still have to catch you in the act. But I mean, I know people get set up, from time to time too, just from hearing stories from my dad as a cop. I don't know.
I mean, I watched Making a Murderer. I listened to Serial.
You saw that guy got released, right?
Which guy?
The guy from Making a Murderer.
Well, Brendan Dassey did, the cousin. Stephen Avery has yet to be released. He's supposed to.
You're talking about the
main guy. There was two guys that went to jail in the Making a Murderer one. One of them being the very below average IQ younger cousin who had originally confessed to the murder and then said his confession was coerced and all this stuff. But he got released. Well, it didn't get vacated just like Adnan Syed's did, but what'd they say? They determined that his confession was coerced and false, and they threw out his guilty verdict.
And you're talking about the guy that just got released like a couple weeks ago or so, right?
Yeah, that was Brendan Dassey, the cousin. So the main guy's still in jail. The Adnan Syed from the Serial podcast, his conviction got completely vacated, and he is supposed to be, but there's an appeal on it. I think there's still an appeal. I haven't heard anything new on it, but I haven't really watched that. So that's going to be turning. But the Stephen Avery, the main guy Making a Murderer, he's still in jail as of the time of recording this.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't follow it, so I didn't really know.
Yeah, I watched all that stuff, and I find it very intriguing. And I do believe, and I'm not saying that I believe that there was police corruption in either one of those situations, though I really do think there was some police corruption, whether the guy was guilty or not, in the whole Making a Murderer thing. I could be wrong, that's my opinion. I'm very not sure about the Adnan Syed one, which is the guy who got vacated. I don't know what I believe in that story yet. But either way, I do believe that police corruption is real and is a thing that can happen. So I don't know how I was getting onto that subject from what we were just talking about. Because you were talking about police corruption, but I don't remember where I was going with it exactly.
I don't remember why we were even talking about police corruption specifically either. Other than, I know what it is. Like, the police believe that you're guilty of something, and they're willing to fudge the evidence to make you guilty of it. To give the evidence of the guilt, I guess. Right.
And that's what the whole, with the Stephen Avery stuff, the guy in Making a Murderer, I believe that even if that man is guilty, which I think there's a relatively good chance that he is, and I can't say 100% either way, but I definitely still think the police were involved in doing something because they wanted to prove that he was guilty. And I don't necessarily think it might not have been ill will. It was they were so sure he was guilty, they wanted to make sure it stuck.
Right.
I'm not saying that's right by any stretch of the imagination, but how did this work? I don't remember how this quarry works now. Oh.
At least an item. It's gone forever. It'll come back to me eventually, I suppose.
With those really slow-ass item ducks? Or did you fix those?
Oh yeah, no, I fixed those. No, I mean I placed an item in the world and
Oh.
I was too far away, and so it didn't actually place. But it's also going from my inventory. Come on, game, give it back.
How this worked.
Give it back. Is it really gone?
Give it back.
Damn it.
How do I not remember anything about how this thing worked? I just took it apart and I'm so at a loss. Oh, I remember now. Haha.
I wonder if a plant can't grow to maturity on. Well, the soil's still tilled though.
What are you trying to grow exactly?
Oh, you're gonna know whenever you don't have it.
Oh, fine, dude.
The geishas.
There's gonna be a blacklist. There we go. That's what I need. And this thing needs to be... Ender Quarry needs to be the sticks directly... The first sticks directly in front of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to make a square, and it can be a stick, basically.
I'm just resetting up the Ender Quarry since it was all done. No reason to, but I am.
Yeah. The laser drill's still taking all of our power.
Is it really? There's probably
Yeah.
so many ores that we have, like... we have no need for ores ever again.
Yeah, there's a lot. None of them are full though. I was looking at that at least.
Dude, to a place where I can sit down here, man. Yeah.
Block came back finally.
There we go.
Image episodes actually made more power things for us to try to compensate.
I can't believe, like, are you taking it from space power too?
No. Oh, whoa, a creeper just... What the fuck did I just see?
Probably saw a creeper. I gotta make sure that I don't put this thing actually going over top of our,
Yeah, but I'm in space. There was a creeper that spawned in the middle of space, man.
there are creepers in space.
No. On a space station, but in space. Like, in space. Just out in the space.
Out into this space. Now,
You know what I mean?
Did not exactly. Stupid thing. Like, you're talking off the space station.
Yeah, not on any surface at all. In the void of space, there was a red creeper.
And he just spawned and was then left.
He was red. That was the craziest part.
Oh, he was
If it wasn't on
red?
video, I wouldn't feel comfortable telling you because you think I was crazy.
So, guys, for this episode, go exclusive Red Creeper on Guude's channel.
Right?
And if you missed it, go back to the last episode for an exclusive.
I think that was actually still in this episode. They had to watch everything.
Oh
Really.
shit, man! Yeah, you guys gotta see it all. Don't be janking out on episodes. I always forget to bring the stupid shovel.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, I got a mattock though. Isn't a mattock like everything?
Mm-hmm. It's everything you need.
Oh yeah, heck yeah! There we go. Because that stupid red dirt stuff.
Yep.
I hate it so much. Is it even good for anything?
I don't. Oh, you can make red glass with it.
The
glass.
red glass that you can make. Oh, like a
No,
different
it's
glass.
called, yeah, it's heat glass. That's what it's called.
It's kind of annoying because the mattock doesn't take out the netherrack, so I have to switch back and forth between two different items.
I'm inside of a fucking bubble, you piece of shit. This thing is giving me damage even though I'm inside of the bubble. That's why my fucking tanks are empty. This game.
Oh my god. I hits the wrong button. There we go. I went to hit my hover mode and I accidentally opened up my interface and fell straight down from the ceiling. Thought I was going to go into lava, but I got real lucky. There was no lava below. Nope, I just pissed off a bunch of pigmen. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, these bubbles, they're very strange. You know what I mean?
Are you using the regular bubbles, not the sealers?
Well, I only have the one that I just placed up here whenever we were testing all my stuff, and so that's also where my thing is to fill up my tanks. And so I was just like, well, I'll just take my tanks off and fill them up, but I started taking damage.
But you're
inside of the bubble.
You're inside the bubble.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be one of those disconnect and reconnect things. Like I had to do that one time.
Yeah, I have to break the whole thing.
Let's see one more. Where am I?
Because mine's connected directly to the bubble. I mean, the oxygen storage modules.
Oh. Where am I at here? Negative 44. Negative 131. Negative 44, negative 131. Let's see if this will work. This will be a big enough quarry. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, I broke it and placed it back, and now it works. But it's just one of those frustrating things. Something about loading and unloading these chunks.
So we'll see if this gets fixed soon enough.
Yes, we will.
And know who gave the inspiration.
I guess we'll see if it's fixed by the next episode.
Yes, by the next episode.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Bye.